This lesson we will start learning the float position in our bootstrap class. So let's start with our coding. So float, you can see float left. So we use the class of float start and see. So have class of float end, you can see, and class of float no. So we have what we call responsive floats, just as we did in the test. So we call it class float sm end, class of float md end, class of float edg end, class of float extra large end. So we now have the left side, which is class of float sm start, class float md start, class of float ag start, class of float extra large start. Then we now have class of float sm now, class of float md now, class of float edg no, and class of float extra large no. So let's view the screen and see it properly. You can see at the full screen, you can see their floats now. You can see at the medium screen. So you can see it now. You can see there's none here, there's none here because of the responsiveness. You can see they are back. So that is the float, responsive float. Then let's talk about the float and the clefs. So let's add the class here, class of bg warning. Let's check it out. Scroll to see it. You can see bg warning have float left, float right, but by default it's a button. So button is an inline element. So let's float it now. Class of float start, which is by default at the left side. Excuse me. Float end. You can see the background color, which is the warning, has collapsed because the the parent element, which is the class of bg warning, has collapsed because it loses its height since the child element, the button left and button right, is now floating. It's no longer in the floor of our viewport. So in order to make it gain its height back, so we have to apply a class called clear face. You can see it's back. You can see the background has retained its height back. So we can have the float left and float right. So to get an awesome button, you can say btn success to have a good btn. So let's say btn info. You can see good btn. So now let's move on. Let's has it save class of fees top. You can say class fees top. You can see that's fees top. So for us to see it properly, let's add the bg of bg dark or bg light. Let's use the bg light. Bg light is not properly seen, so let's say dark. And see test white to see the content. You can see it has fees top. You can see it's no longer moving, so it's fees top now. So let's go to this test now. We can just apply a class of, remember, lead. Good. So the next we'll be doing apply nice fees sticky. Call it class of sticky top. Class of sticky top. So let's add a background to it. bg info. I will see properly. So we will not see it now. So let's the sticky top. Let's comment this top so that we will see it properly. Let's comment this so that we see the sticky top. You can see it has stick to the top. It has stick to the top. So let's uncomment this now. Good. See the function of sticky top. So let's move on. Let's apply the last but not the least. So we can just go straight to the fees button. So this is the class, the last class. I say fees button. So let's apply a class of secondary. You can see it will fees button, it will not move. You can see. So this is where we end this class of our float positioning. So I will see you in our next class.